committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Welcome back. Construction crews just broke ground on a parking expansion project in Rancho Mirage today.
It's expected to add hundreds of new parking spaces and also kickstart plans for a vibrant new downtown area. Our Kai Beach tonight has the story.
People love this area. It's a very picturesque. I come here because I like the area. I walk from a certain point where I park my car.
Hi, I'm Charlie Nesbitt of the city of Rancho Mirage. I'm the project manager for the city. We're downtown next to the Rancho Mirage Community Park over by the Elephant Car Wash. We are starting a brand new project. It's a downtown parking area. It's going to add roughly around 252 parking spaces, which will include ADA and EV chargers. We're going to have lighted crosswalks and just a whole beautification of the area. This area will also be double used for many events the city has planned coming up. It's going to enhance the area for this area where there's been limited parking for many years.
I think it's a great addition. I think it's something that we all need. Otherwise, we have to park in the park per se, and it isn't always available for parking, so this is a good thing.
For the next 3 months, we will be constructing in this area along Button Drive and San Jacinto Drive. So if possible, do your best to avoid this area until it's complete, and just to help traffic flow a little bit better during this time.
And that was our Kai Beach reporting tonight. We thank Kai for that. Turning to some headlines across the country this evening, President Trump federalizing the Washington, D.C. Police Department in a move that he says he's making to fight crime and make the nation's capital a safer city. But the Metro Police Department and the Justice Department say violent crime in the city fell to a 30-year low. At the same time, the president trying to find a way to do something he promised to do on his first day in office, that's end the war in Ukraine. Monica Alba tonight with the very latest.
You remember I said, I offered 10,000 once. Remember?
President Trump declaring a public safety emergency in the nation's capital. Today announcing he's sending National Guard troops to the streets of Washington, D.C., claiming crime is out of control.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back.
He also federalized the Metropolitan Police Department temporarily after a former DOJ employee was attacked, according to a police report. The president said he would notify Congress about the decision, but gave no specifics for how long he would overtake the police department, though he would need joint approval from Congress if it lasts more than 30 days.
When you walk down the street, you're going to see police or you're going to see FBI agents.
But statistics from the Metro Police Department and the Justice Department contradict the president. An MPD report shows violent crime is down 26% from last year. Homicides are down 12%. Critics point out that the president didn't immediately call in the National Guard when rioters attacked the Capitol on January 6, 2021.
Who city? Our city.
Outside the White House, D.C. residents made their disapproval known loud and clear. The mayor firing back.
This action today is unsettling and unprecedented. I can't say that given some of the rhetoric of the past, that we're totally surprised.
As the president seeks to fight crime in Washington, the White House is also preparing for his meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin Friday, standing firm that Ukraine and Russia may need to swap territory to come to a peace agreement.
Russia's occupied a big portion of Ukraine. They've occupied some very prime territory. We're going to try and get some of that territory back for Ukraine.
Though Ukrainian President Zelensky insists he will not cede his country's land.
President Trump says President Zelensky was not a part of the planning for this meeting. And today, the German chancellor invited world leaders, including President Trump, to a virtual meeting before Friday's summit to discuss the peace negotiations and pressing Russia to end the war. Monica Alba, NBC News, Washington.
And today, a judge listened to arguments on whether the Trump administration violated federal law when deploying the National Guard and U.S. Marines to Los Angeles. The move was to monitor demonstrations that broke out after recent ICE efforts. The state of California, this lawsuit initiated by Governor Gavin Newsom, filing against the Trump administration, arguing this deployment was, quote, unconstitutional. The court ultimately sided with the president's argument that unrest rose to an extent where he lawfully exercised his authority to deploy the troops.
A White House official says the United States and China have agreed to pause tariff hikes on each other's goods for another 90 days. This news comes hours ahead of a midnight deadline when tariffs on Chinese goods were set to rise from 30% to 64%. It's not clear what rates China would have charged on American goods, which are currently subject to a minimum of 10% tariffs.
A live look outside for you from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera this evening. Kai Beach is in next, tracking your 7-day forecast. Stay with us.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday evening. We're taking a live look at the Walter Clark Legal Cam on Highway 111. That is the beautiful city of Rancho Mirage. Nice blue skies out there. It is warm, it is hot, and it is humid. As for today's high, we saw 113 degrees, normally 108, so we are above average for this time of year, but not near that record high of 120 degrees. Now, because of this high heat, we do have an extreme heat warning that's going to run through tomorrow evening, though it could be extended. In addition to that, we have an air quality alert across much of Southern California. Future wind potential. Monday through Thursday, we're looking at wind gusts up to nearly 40 miles an hour in Desert Hot Springs. Today's high temperatures, Palm Springs 113, Yucca Valley 100, Big Bear warm as well at 84. And we're looking at Banning at 97 degrees. Low temps for tonight. It's going to cool off, but not by much. Palm Springs uncomfortable 85 degrees, Joshua Tree 80, Banning 70, and Idlewild 67 degrees. High temperatures across the country today. We're seeing 84 in Denver. We're looking at flash floods across the Midwest, tropical storms near the Atlantic, millions of Americans under dangerous heat. In San Francisco, seeing the coldest summer in decades. Tomorrow's morning walk forecast, 6 o'clock just under 90 degrees, 10 o'clock just under triple digits, and at noon 106 degrees. It has been hot, it has been humid out there. Take a look at that, dew points over 50 and that humidity at 15% over the next few days. On Wednesday, it's going to continue to be hot and humid. The reason why? High pressure system that's building over the southwest, really cooking things, really driving that humidity up. We're seeing scattered showers to the east of us in Arizona. 7-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. Tuesday, 114 degrees. We do have a cool down coming, but when I say a cool down, I'm talking about a desert cool down. Take a look at this. Saturday, Sunday, holy guacamole, 105 degrees, and those overnight lows go from low 80s to high 70s.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news. The NBC Palm Springs Sports Desk with Tim O'Brien. Brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Well, welcome back. It's time for the Friday Night Lights here in the Valley, believe it or not. This week we'll take you around the Valley to meet the top talent and coaches. Well, earlier this week, our Caitlin Kelly took a trip to Xavier Prep to check on the Saints, a team that faced adversity early on last season and never really found their stride. The Saints finished 4-5-1 on the year and missed the playoffs. Well, Prep had a roster with more talent than it showed, and head coach James Dockery knows it's time to find its way back to its championship defense.
Man, those guys, we just have 11 guys that more than 11 guys, but our starting group out there, they like to run around and hit. I think anybody that's seen us play during the era that I've been here, they understand that we play a certain style of defense, and these guys have all been waiting to reestablish that. I thought last year's defense was pretty good, but I think this year's defense wants to get back to our playoff caliber style.
Well, the coach there playing the defense at the highest level in the National Football League, certainly someone you'd listen to. The Saints will open their season next week in Temecula at Linfield Christian. And as we continue our coverage all week long around the Coachella Valley, we'll premiere our season preview show this week. That's going to happen on our website at NBCPalmSprings.com. You head on over there, you click on the Friday Night Lights tab. The show will be released this year on Saturday mornings again on NBCPalmSprings.com. It's time for a little shameless plug. Speaking of Saturday mornings, take a TO with me. Join me every Saturday this fall on 102.7 The Fanatic for the latest on everything Valley High School football. Certainly excited for this new opportunity each week to highlight all the coaches and players here in the Coachella Valley. Again, that's on Saturdays from 8 to 10 on 102.7 The Fanatic. Certainly looking forward to that. Well, that'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
Before we go, if you're heading over to the Regal Theater in Rancho Mirage, try some new drinks, hopefully. Pepsi rolling out some exclusive drinks just for the theater. The brand is taking its popular Drips by Pepsi drinks to Regal movie theaters across the country. The beverages are a mix-up of iconic PepsiCo flavors with some fun add-ons like boba, cold foam, and floating cotton candy. Drips first launched back in March. It's now available at 60 Regal locations, plans to expand to more than 200 by the fall. The boba, maybe I'm in. I don't know, floating cotton candy, doesn't that just dissolve?
I'm gonna go orange vanilla, a little creamsicle.
Oh, delightful.
I'll get the remaining one just to keep it equal. See you back here at 6 o'clock tonight.